Salio, I'm Akshara and I cleared my TEF Canada exam and obtained the 62 points for my PR application. And today I'll be talking about a very important topic which I think every single one of us experience while learning a new language. That is the plateauing, which is also basically getting stuck at a point for a very long time. If you are someone who's facing this right now, then this video is perfect for you because I will be talking about a very specific and interesting plan for you to overcome this. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe as I'll be talking all things about TEF and the French language on this channel. Let's get right into the video and do some serious work now. So, what exactly is plateauing? You would have faced this when you started first learning French, that you felt like there's a lot of new things and you're learning so many new things, and you would have felt that you have significantly progressed and learned things, which is true because when you start learning something new, you do quickly progress as there's so many new things that you can learn quickly. But eventually, there comes a time when you feel like you're studying so much but you don't know if you're really learning anything new or if you're even getting somewhere, because that's basically you cannot evaluate how much you're progressing. You cannot determine if you have actually progressed or not. And this typically happens because what happens is you would have reached a point where you know the fundamentals, but you aren't able to see if you have actually learned something because you don't learn as quickly, or it is not so evident when you hit a point, and this typically happens around the intermediate level. This will eventually lead us into being in a loop of questioning ourselves and getting discouraged if we have hit that point where we are not able to understand, okay, am I even learning something, am I getting anywhere? And this is very normal. Every single person goes through this during their learning journey, but it's very important for us to overcome this, to uh, get through this part in order to go and give your TEF Canada exam and crack it. So yeah, we need to determine and find new ways in order to overcome this, and I will be talking to you about exactly that one plan which worked for me and hoping that it will work for you as well. So here's the fun plan that I came up with when I was personally struggling to see a lot of progress. I like to mix things up and try different methods which aren't very conventional. So I like to look at things holistically, whereas wherein I can touch upon all the arenas. Let's say you're listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So I came up with this idea for myself where I focused on one single theme for 7 days of a week. It goes something like this. You choose one particular theme, something like educatio, sante, loisir, travail, anything which keeps coming up very frequently. Start with some topic that you really like. Here, for example, let's take sante. On day one, you start with listing every single vocabulary that you already know on this topic. Just sit down with a pen and paper and try to whack your brain and recall every single vocabulary that you already know and you can use for this topic. Give it time, think of these words in English, try to translate in your mind, and see what are all the words that you know. It can be anywhere from body parts to different professions in this field or different equipments, processes, whatever that is that you already know. This is a good practice for you to try and recall all the words that you already know. Next, on day two, just focus on reading. Look up articles, case studies, reports, recent news, diseases, anything and everything related to this topic. Again, it's up to you as deep as you want to go, or what you want to do with the topic. It's up to you. Just read those articles and scour through everything. What you can do is you can add the new words that you read to the already existing list that you made on day one. You can even write down phrases that you can uh, potentially see that you would be using. Next, we have the day three. Here, let's work only on listening. On day three, go to a YouTube channel. Just pick one channel, let's say either RFE or Set Jour sur le Planet, whatever that you feel you can relate to, and pick a topic. If you don't have any particular channel, just type a topic that you feel that is interesting for you in the field of Sante. Again, listen to it, build on vocabulary, listen to it as many times as you want to. Try to break down every single phrase and try to understand everything. Again, list down the new words that you have learnt in this topic to the same list. And then we'll go on to the day 4. Today will be a revision day. Repetition is really important for us to learn, and the more you repeat, trust me, the faster you learn. It is okay if you feel that you're going through over and over the same thing, but trust me, it really helps. Put up these words that you have already made a list of on Google Translate. Listen to their words individually and just try to understand how their pronunciation is. Just keep looking at them, practicing the same words again and again. Now comes the real deal on fifth day. You will have to write something. Pick a topic. Basically, you will have to write something like an essay. Choose to write something that you would really like about. For example, anything that you can relate to, or that something that you feel that you already have built a vocabulary for. Write about 200 words, anything that is of interest, and also concentrate on something that is very likely to come, or like maybe likely to be asked during the exam. You can get it evaluated with your instructor, or you can even use chat gpt to self evaluate and try to see what are the mistakes that you have been doing. And when you choose to write, that is when all your vocabulary will start flowing in, and you will be able to see, okay, this is the progress. You will definitely be able to see, okay, this is a word that I learned yesterday, and you will start trying to understand and think where can you use that word and make a sentence out of it. And I'm sure even your quality of writing will also improve. And then we'll move on to the day 6. Today we'll focus majorly on practicing speaking. Pick one topic again in the Sante theme itself. Stand in front of a mirror, or even better yet, actually record yourself. It's a very good way to evaluate yourself, because whenever we are talking, we don't really realize the mistakes that we are doing, especially while learning a new language. So, when you go back and hear to it, you will be able to understand and determine, is your pace correct? What are the mistakes that you are doing? Where you can improve, and also you will understand, okay, these are the things that I can say, and I don't think these are the things that I should be saying in such a topic. It's all trial and error, and you will be able to see the progress for yourself. And finally, the day 7 is all about revision. Like I said, revision is everything, repetition is everything. Everything that you have learned this week about Sante, for example, revisit. Repeat everything that you have learned. You can even go back and read those articles or listen the video that you were listening to on day 2, and you will be able to see that what a progress you have made, because you will be able to understand the article a little better than the first time around. You will be able to crack those words in the listening section a little better than the previous time. So that's all it is about, right? To be able to push yourself by seeing that small changes that you are facing, and that is all you need to get motivated. This is something that will help you overcome the plateau, and you will definitely see an upward curve of learning. There are so many ways to add on to this, like you can watch a movie or a show that is specific to this topic and completely try to immerse yourself. For example, there's a Netflix science fiction movie named Oxygen. You can watch that during this week. Yeah, there's just so many ways that you can, try to spice it up for learning and try to make it fun and immersive. You just need to identify what works for you and push yourself with different learning strategies for motivating yourself. Like I said, it's all about trial and error, and try to see what works and what doesn't, and then yeah, just keep making those changes all along the way. But believe me, try this for 5 different themes, and by the end of fifth week, I am sure you would have seen so much progress that you would be absolutely thrilled. Keep in mind that the TEF exam also has some very common major themes under which the questions are asked in all of these 4 sections. Once you identify them, you will be able to see, okay, these are the important things, and then you can use these larger themes, like I said, educación, loisir. You can work on them every single week for one topic every single week, and Yeah, I think you will definitely be able to see progress. And you'll be right on track for cracking the TEF exam. This was all about my 7 days, one theme plan. If you're looking for any guidance or you'd like to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me. I will leave the link below and I'll see you there. So, I think that's pretty much it for this particular video. I will see you in the next one. Abhiyanto.